Okay. Okay, hi guys. How are you guys? Oh my goodness, I feel like I've not seen you like for days since we've been playing catch up and doing all these things and getting caught up. I think I've got all of my emails actually responded to. Can you guys believe it? Hi guys. Hi Brenda. Hi Dark. I haven't even talked to Dark lately. It's been forever. Hi Jem. How are you guys? Guys, hey, Sasses. Stop. Okay. Hi Selena. Hi Christom. Hi Roz. Hi Wing Fans. Wing Fans, those cats that you're looking at and referring to that kind of wobble when they walk or have something on their back ends, those are cats with cerebellar hypoplasia. So it's basically a wobble disorder. Hi Jabber. They won't get better, they won't get worse, it doesn't hurt them. They're just normal cats to them. They think nothing of it. So, hi Zafaro. So, okay, I am here to give you guys a couple updates because we got some Kit Kats back from the vet. So, our first update is Grammy. So, we'll go over Grammy. Grammy is, what is that called when you don't know what it is? Grammy is a conundrum? Enigma. Is that it? Grammy is an enigma.
An anomaly.
Anomaly. She is just really stumping Dr. Darcy. And Dr. Darcy does not like when things stump her and she has to figure out answers now. She is wonderful. She is such a great doctor. So, Grammy. How it is so first we thought she had a mega esophagus. The esophagus looks much, much better with the exception of one part. It looks large. So they call that I think it was a focal mega esophagus. So it's a mega esophagus in one part. Very unusual. She's never seen this in a cat. So combined with a few other issues that she's got going on, like some blood work levels are high and some are low and just kind of some weirdness going on, she's just really stumped. So what she's going to do is she is going to make a post on her doctor sites, very fancy doctor sites, and post some x-rays, her blood work, and just see if any other doctor has experienced this issue with another cat. So that's what she's going to do. In the good news with Grammy, one, she's hi NHR. The good news with Grammy is she does appear to be better. She just kind of looks a little bit better. She's gained 7 ounces, which is great. She's eating well, going to the bathroom well. Everything in itself seems pretty decent. So the good news is she's improving that way. So I guess whatever happens with her, she's in a good state physically. I guess, or she's in a good state. She's eating and she seems happy. So that's my big thing. She's eating and happy. So that's what we're working on with her. There's not really anything to report right now. She has seen, so Elaine said, you said Dr. Darcy's never seen it in a cat. Does that mean she's seen it in other animals? She's seen... Stop it. No, we do not do that. That is not polite. We have good manners here. Mega esophaguses are more, from my understanding, don't quote me on this, mega esophaguses are more common in large breed dogs, and I'm gonna probably be wrong, but like very large dogs are they're more common in those. So that's where it's, I guess it can happen in cats, but it's not common. and then to even have this like mega esophagus, like focal mega esophagus where it's large in one area, it's just not normal. So she wants to do some more research on her and see if she can find out anything more about her. But Great Danes, thank you. I think it's Great Danes that might be more common in. I know she said it was a large dog. So that's about it with her. But I'm going to just focus on the good news, which is she's eating and she seems very happy. We got her out of her cage, and the first thing she did was go right to her mama. We were feeding her mama and baby cat because why not? You know, give her what the people want. So we're feeding her some really good food that she really likes. Yeah, she seems to be maintaining and doing really well with that. So yeah, Dachshunds have it, I think. So I think it's a breeding thing, but maybe have you heard of that, Jem? Hey, she doesn't appear to be any pain at all. She seems just overall good. I mean, everything about her seems good. She's eating good, and so that's a big thing. If it was a pain issue, I would be thinking different stuff, but she seems pretty well. So, so there's that for her. We'll just keep an eye on her and keep monitoring, and we'll go from there. I have been in contact with the woman that's, you know, interested in adopting her, you know, still, but we definitely don't want her to get in over her head, or that's not the right word. She's just, the woman that's interested in Grammy, her main concern is Grammy's health. If I can say it there, that's the best way to put it. Her main concern is Grammy's health. So I think that's just so endearing, and that's what you would want from anyone that adopts any cats is the cat's health to be the main priority. So, yeah. Yeah, Darcy looking into things is always fantastic. So hopefully she can get some resolution from that. But the next one is our other baby that went to the doctors, which is Xavi. Xavi went to the doctors to be looked at. Xavi is the baby that came in. What is he? 6 weeks old. He came in with a degloved tail. So he's been on meds this whole time. And we noticed 2 days ago that he had quite a high fever going on despite even being on meds. So I spoke to Darcy about it, and she's like, well, let's get him in. He's too little to do an amputation yet, but she's like, let's get him in. So she saw him. When she saw him the next day, his fever was even higher despite an additional med. And she decided the best thing to do is to do that amputation despite him being very little. But they did it, and they did it beautifully. They also were able to get in there and do a neuter on him, which I'm very surprised. They weren't sure that they could even find the little ticky-tacks. But they found him and got him neutered too, so get it all done. They're all saying hi, Beth.
Hello.
So he is back. He's back today. He is very groggy. Very, very groggy. His feet didn't even touch a cage because the girls had to hold him all day long. When Beth went to go pick him up, big thanks to Beth for doing that. When Beth went to go pick him up, he was sitting in a bed on the counter, just getting covered
with blanket, getting petted.
Covered with blankets and getting petted. Selena, I don't even know that you could have called them pom-poms. They're like, she said no more pom-poms. I think they were no more little ticky-tacks. They're so little.
Rice.
Rice, yeah, no more 2 grains of rice. But I'm glad they did that, you know. It's kind of nice to get 2 birds, 1 stone. The cute thing is, yes, Alley Cat said, did Dr. Darcy think the fever was related all to the tail? Yes. When she got to him and his fever was so high, they had basically no option but to remove that tail. They're like, this is going to make him sepsis or septic, one of those. And so they had to remove it. So he's doing really great though. He looks cute as he looks cute as a button with this tiny little, he's got a little nub. It's about like, it's like this long. It's a tiny, tiny little nub. And if he wasn't so like groggy and conked out, I would show you even a picture, but he was snug bug in bed. So yeah, as soon as they removed the tail, his fever went down completely to normal. So
Then he looks like a sunflower.
yeah, he looks like a sunflower. So we had to get him a cone because he has been fiddling with the tail. So we got a cone, and even that was too big for him. So Beth had to cut it in a little bit. So he's got a teeny little sunflower. We should have done the scallop edge on that.
Yeah.
We had to cut the scallops off of it because it was so big on his tiny, tiny little self. So he's doing great, though. He's definitely enjoying his medicine and relaxing. But other than that, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Knock on wood, everybody's doing pretty decent and nothing to write home about.
We got all the catathon boxes packed, so they should be going out tomorrow.
Yes, all the catathon boxes are packed and will be going out tomorrow. A lot of them have gone out already. Yeah, that Lynette and Beth have been working very hard on that. I've been working on the bookwork side of things and have pretty much got that all cut up thus far. So we're making progress, guys, making progress. Yeah, so how's Buckeye? He doesn't seem to hang out in the main room too much. I feel like he's mostly in here generally, but he has been liking to go out to the welcome room a little bit. He kind of goes back and forth. Love the Dratio rocket video. Oh my gosh, Stripey D did amazing on that. Yeah, everybody else though I think is doing pretty darn good. We cannot feed the babies enough. That's the problem. They are all starving every second of the day. Raven just went back and fed the 4 and top, Alan, Donnie, Snooks, and Dark Cat, and they just are convinced they had not been fed all day long despite the empty plate of food that was already in there. Oh my golly. Did the visitor make a choice? Unfortunately, I didn't see her. I think she liked the cat, but I don't know which one. So her next step is to go ahead and fill out an application. Any update on the 50C3 yet? Not yet, but I'm hoping soon. I think there's a way I can probably log in. Ooh,
Maybe.
I bet I could log in and check.
See if they have it as pending or...
Yeah. See if I have been told it can take like anywhere from like 4 to 6 months even. So I'd be curious just to see if they're even looking at it.
Even though if they have it as pending.
Yeah.
It's getting closer.
Was enough raised to start a spay and neuter clinic? That's a really great question. The kind of interesting thing about the spay and neuter clinic, Lynette and I have been talking about, is, it's kind of just, it was a dream, like it's not really going to happen. We're just going to dream on it, and maybe one day we can make this our goal. And golly, now it's kind of like here within the realm of possibilities. So after things calm down, and I know this sounds like, well, I was going to say it sounds like forever away. It's really like 7 days away. Probably in July, towards the end of July, I'd like to really sit down with Lynette and start working on kind of a game plan and a timeline and different things like that. So it's starting to get in the possibility of this could happen, which is it's exciting and kind of scary too, actually. It's a little scary, but exciting. How is Fry's doing? Fine. It's fine. Fry's has always been here every day of her life. She's convinced.
Currently being smushed by other kittens sleeping on top of her.
Yeah, currently being smushed by other kittens. The funny thing is we've got a whole bunch of kittens in back Thumper's room just because I cannot bring them all up here. We have, gosh, Tiger Lily and Juniper and Emmy. Emmy has been very shy. They are all down on the floor, very focused on the babies, which I think is really cute. So they've got 3 surrogate mothers to share with between all of them. Okay, said, would you need to build additional space for that if it comes to fruition? Yeah, we would, and LOK is referring to the possible clinic that we would like to set up. I think we would. We've been looking at spots on the property of where you could put things. And we think we kind of have a good idea of where it might go. But, you know, that's, you know, gosh, it's going to require contractors and things like that to come out. So we've got a couple ideas. I think we've got like backups to a backup to a backup, you know, 3 different spots where it could work. So we'll see. It's kind of crazy, kind of exciting, kind of crazy, a little scary too. How's Juniper in baby heaven? I saw a baby nursing on her the other day. She's just like, this is fantastic. And how's Butterbean? Crazy. Hey, don't eat that picture of Grandpa. I know. KB, we have talked, KB said, too bad LJ's house wasn't part of the deal. Oh, I know. We've talked about how nice that would be if we could buy either one of these houses next to us. That would be wonderful. How are Radar and Victoria? Doing very well. Is there an amount needed for the whole thing? Boy, Kathleen, that I don't know yet. I really don't know. I haven't even, huh? A lot. Thanks, baby. Thanks, Sue. That's very nice. I was talking to someone the other day and she had snotted on me. And I was like trying to be professional and here's, sorry, mama. Yeah. Yeah, Earth Angels was where Kitty Castle was. Yeah. We've even considered that. So. You're eating a picture of Grandpa. You're getting Grandpa. When are you gonna adopt Bodie? Oh, brother, he's a character for sure. Speaking of him, did I say Brody? I mean Bodie, but there he is. He's such a ham bone. Yeah, oh, that's his. Bodie is right here. We do still have a surgery table. We do have that. We do have some medical equipment already, so I think that would be wonderful. I think we definitely need some blood work machines, possibly an X-ray machine, I'm sure. An ultrasound for sure. So I'm sure, those all have costs, and I'm sure you add anything to that, and it's going to make it very expensive. How often is Kitty Castle used? Actually, quite often, believe it or not.
And it's not big enough.
Yeah, we've kind of, it worked for what Jackie had used it for. It definitely fit those needs, for what Jackie had used it for, but I think I'm planning a little bit bigger than that. So, can neuters be done by a vet assistant? No, they have to be done by a vet. The vet assistant or the vet technician. So there's assistant, there's technician, and then there's vet. The technician can sedate them, but the vet actually has to perform the surgery. Yeah, I've had a lot of votes to not take away Kitty Castle. So Kitty Castle is probably going to stay. And just truly the size of it, I don't think would quite work. I know it worked in the beginning, but I don't think it would work in the mass quantity that I would like to see done, if that makes sense. So yeah. Oh, and Michigan Techs can do neuters. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. We do have Kitty Castle bookings all the way into December, and I think we might even have some into next year. So yeah. How involved could Carmine get involved with that? How could Carmine get involved with that? He could if he could go to school to be a vet tech, which he's talking about, and he's also kind of toying around with becoming a vet. That would be wonderful.
Guys.
Dark Cat sounds like a saleswoman. So if you want to visit, call now. Yeah. So we have some ideas in mind. So we'll have to really sit down plan that. I didn't think we could actually, you know, be here in a good way. I
One day at a time.
Yeah. So right now we'll just tuck it away into a very good savings and just let it sit there and get all cozy and warm, and then we'll pull it out and use it one day. I couldn't be a vet. I would keep all the animals. Yeah, Jesse, we get that. Yeah, it would be awesome. So, all right. Oh, happy birthday, Ryan. So, okay, well, I am going to do my last little bits of meds. One includes Xavi, which I'm going to have to go little on his dose because he's a little. There we go. I like the way you think, Rita. Maybe someone will donate a Winnebago and we can just use that. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Have I heard about your 2 babies? Terry, did you post something on Facebook? I think I might have heard about your 2 new babies. I think I did. I think I might have, like, scrolling through Facebook, saw it. Yeah, a clinic on wheels. The big problem is finding a vet. That is going to be the biggest obstacle. Darcy's been looking for a while, and it took her a bit to even find one, let alone she's got an interview she's very excited about in July, and she told me about this back in May. So this is just a couple months just even trying to get an interview. So yeah, I'm hoping the grant will help cover some of these expenses in my mind, and then you can work with the city and different things. So I've got some ideas. Just hope they work. So all right, well, I'm gonna get going, guys. I've got a couple more. Frankie, that could be an option. A tiny house could be. Selena, I'm kind of thinking about broaching that subject as well. Maybe a retired vet part-time. We've discussed that option. So, all right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Congratulations, Terry, on your 2 babies. And yeah, so we'll get going. I'm gonna go do my couple last meds and then get home. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do at home too. So, all right.
So let's get you out of here.
Yep, let's get out. All right, you guys are wonderful.
Did you need help with that?
I think I've got just like a teeny tiny little bit.
Oh,
of meds.
okay.